Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Red Dawn. My name is Kyri, and today I'm going to be talking about Liverpool's 1-1 draw against Sunderland at home at Anfield. And yeah, what can we say? I don't know what else to say, to be honest. But yeah, this just felt like more of a loss than a draw, if I'm being completely honest. Um, yeah, it's great we got a point. Um, Unbeaten in two games now, but this felt like more of a win for Sunderland to take a point at Anfield. For them, they'd be absolutely fueling with confidence. And if we're being if we're being completely honest, they should have won this game. Um, if it weren't for Federico Chiesa, I think Arne Slot's job. I think Arne will still have his job as manager, or he's probably delaying the inevitable at the moment. But I'll go into him later on. Uh, but yeah, it's just the same old rubbish. Um, this high possession but slow, sideways passing sort of like style of football. It's just not sustainable in the Premier League. I said this in my previous video. Slot has to, while we did win against West Ham in the previous game, Slot has to back it up against Sunderland and then against Leeds. And yeah, while we didn't, while we did take a point out of this one, I still think it's just simply not good enough. And yeah, what more can you say really? And you know, and we only got a goal through like a deflection through an own goal as well. And yeah, there's just no urgency with the players. And when you feel like they are not playing for the manager, then it's time to go. Like no desire, no hunger to win. We saw that against Sunderland. They looked really, really hungry. There's probably two or three players that absolutely wanted to win the game, but everyone else they just want to rock up and go for the paycheck, and that's about it. And it's just simply not good enough. We're Liverpool Football Club. We do not stand for that. And for for people going to see that, their hard earned money to spend on that and see that at Anfield, it's just absolutely disgraceful. Um, yeah, it was a shock. It was a shocking game of football, and it just proves once again that Arne Slot is not a capable manager, and he's just simply not up to it anymore. But by all means, let's get into the players. If I get it up somewhere. Starting off with Allison, some shaky moments. He tipped a shot onto the bar and made a decent stop later on, but his distribution by foot was just poor, and that's been ongoing ever since he's come back from injury. Yeah, what else can you say? Joe Gomez, I thought he was okay. He did get booked. Uh, didn't offer too much going forward, but what can you expect with Joe Gomez playing out of position? He should be playing centrally instead of Ibrahima Kanate, which I'll go to next. And Ibrahima Kanate, you know, while um, he was okay defensively, but again, just the old habits. Like many opponents, Sunderland, they allowed Canade to have the ball often, sensing his lack of confidence possession, and he just struggled to use the ball effectively. But and had a massive error, not capitalised after half time. And yeah, he's just still an erratic presence overall, isn't he? He just hasn't been consistent. You know, I've said my thoughts about Canade hundreds of times. But at the moment, we don't have any other centre backs to play. That's why he's still in the team at the moment. Moving on to our captain Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, he did read the game well, made some important headed clearances, but he wasn't at his best. He was at fault for that opener. Um, you know, losing possession, backing off, and allowing the ball to deflect off past Allison. Yeah, more leadership is needed from him. It's just simply not good enough from your captain and from your leader of your back four. Andy Robertson, yeah, he's just out of legs at the moment. He just couldn't bring much of that attacking spark down the left hand side, and he just no longer has the legs to overlap. Yeah, and honestly, I think Kirkhead should be starting in the next game as well. We know Robbo Robbo's a great player, absolute class, but he simply wasn't up to it today. Ryan Gravenberch, yeah, just another game where he failed to make an influence. Not much to say about him. Alexis McAllister, another one as well. You know, he did work hard in the midfield, but yeah, he just lacks that class when he got into the advanced areas of the pitch. And we know how good Alexis McAllister is as a player, but he's just simply not up to the races this season. Florian Wirtz, I thought, was the man of the match for me. He was lively and yeah, was able to find some spaces and, you know, got the equaliser, although it's credited as an own goal. He's getting, as said before, he's getting better and better each week. You know, we just got to keep playing him. Like we know what he is capable of, and yeah, I just thought he was one of our shining lights in this game. Dominic Soboslai, another shining light in our team, but I thought he was well below his standards. Worked hard, but just lacked that effort, that impact in the final third. Sorry, but yeah, he'll be fine for the long run. Cody Gakpo, terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't think he should be starting on the left hand side. He's just too predictable when he has the ball. Always cuts inside. You know, he shoots at 500 bloody miles an hour as well, up above the stands. Yeah, he's just simply not up to it. He just offers little in terms of goal threat or inclusive play. Why Ekatike or Ria and Gamar doesn't get picked over him, it just absolutely baffles me. Alexander Isak, yeah, he was quiet, but not his fault completely. You know, yeah, he had 15 touches all night, but he's just not getting the service. Like our players don't know how to get the ball to him. Slot doesn't know how to use him. He's a 125 million pound striker, and we just don't know how to play him at all. Yeah, what else can you say really? I don't think he's still fit. That's for sure. But I don't want to keep benching him because that's not going to do him no good either. And yeah, we're just not getting him involved more, and that's just and I think that's absolutely frustrating him as well. Moving on to our substitutes, Mohamed Salah, he came on at half time for Cody Gakpo. He was okay. He had some you know, he attempted to inject some pace and urgency, but he just couldn't produce any like meaningful chances in the time he had. Curtis Jones came in at the right back. Yeah, you know, it was a bit of a meh performance from him. Hugo Katike, I thought was really good. Why he does not get a start at all, just absolutely baffles me. Yeah, in the dying minute of the game, he skyrocketed the ball over the bar, but he's just trying. He's just trying to make things happen. Why he does not get a start absolutely baffles me. He should be starting on the left hand side. Milos Kerkez was good. Did some overlaps, so I thought he was okay. I think he should be starting in the game against Leeds next week. Federico Chiesa, this man, yeah, how he is being left hung out to dry is just an absolute indictment on him. I don't care if you think he's the world's greatest player or not, but he absolutely gives a damn. His chase, his ability to track back and to goal block and deny what was going to be a certain Sunderland goal for them to win the game. What more can you say? And the fact that he's sacrificed to not play for the national team to fight for his spot in Liverpool, and the fact that he's still getting disrespected by the manager, it's just unbelievable. I thought he was one of those players that absolutely gave a damn. He gave it his all on the pitch, and ironically, he saved Slot's job. you know, but yeah. But yeah, closing thoughts. Next game against Leeds, we are playing at Ellen Road. Kickoffs on Sunday at 4 a.m. Wherever it is for you guys. But yeah, it's what more can you say really? Anything less than 3 points, I think, is not going to cut it. Slot has to go. It's just simple like that. He's not up to it. If we can't get the 3 points in this one, then I think he has to go. It's just simply not good enough. But what about you? What are your thoughts about this game? Who was your man of the match? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, share it to your mates, and stay tuned for our starting 11 against Leeds. Apologies for the lack of content with that one. Have been busy for this week, but yeah, I should be able to do a starting 11 video either tomorrow or Saturday. This has been Kyri for the Red Dawn, and as always, up the Reds.